So we've been through the new year, Rosh Hashanah. We fasted on Yom Kippur and been together with our family and our friends. We've thought about forgiveness. We've considered our relationship with others and our relationship with God. And now Sukkot. And as the Talmud says, on Sukkot, we leave our fixed abode. We leave the stability of our home and we move into a temporary abode. We move. We actually move on Sukkot. It's really about movement. And a rabbi from Poland, about 100 years ago, from a town called Góra Kalavaria, the Gera Rebbe he was known, a famous Hasidic rabbi, makes a fascinating connection between moving in the Sukkah, moving into the Sukkah, and Abraham's movement from the stability of his home to the land which would in the future become the land of Israel, and the Jewish people moving out of Egypt, where in some ways there was comfort. They knew what would happen the next day. There was no social mobility. They were slaves. But they weren't, in a sense, being killed or overly persecuted. They were working. They were a low caste in Egypt that was working for the ruler of Egypt, for Pharaoh. And so they had to leave that and move into the desert. And those are really interesting comparisons. And so what it really means, says the rabbi from Góra, is that the spiritual energy at the beginning of something, Abraham is talking to God. The Jewish people are now seeing God through their leader Moses, requires a movement. It's almost like after Rosh Hashanah, when we sit down a lot, and Yom Kippur, when we're sitting in shul, and we're dwelling on important values. We take the energy and we move with it. We move towards God. We move towards our Judaism. We move towards our Jewish identity. And that gets wrapped up in this temporary abode, which is the Sukkah. And I think the idea, therefore, of extending ourselves is something that we use in relating to the world. The Hebrew word, if you're interested in the Hebrew, is hitpashtut. Lehitpashet is to extend outwards. We're not an evangelical people. And so here extension doesn't mean converting the world to where we are. But maybe hitpashtut, extension, means extending our passion, our love for our values and our identity, and the values that come with it. Extending them towards the world and showing them the beauty of our values, our morality, our care, our love for the rights of others, to make the world a better place. Have a lovely Sukkot and make that movement from your home into a Sukkah.